Welcome back to Breakfast with Bob. We're at Ironman 70.3 Dubai. Young man, I have not had the pleasure to interview before. David Plese.
Yes.
Plese? Close, right?
Yeah.
In the ballpark.
It's okay.
I'm working with you. From Slovenia.
From Slovenia, yeah.
So give me some background. Swimming when you're young, what was your sport?
Actually, I was playing tennis for 6 years, skiing for 6-7 years. And
At a high level.
high level, all,
Okay.
and playing basketball. We were
I
top
could
in
tell
the country.
basketball. Me and you, right? I can take you to the post here. I like
No
that.
problem.
So basketball, skiing, where does triathlon come in out of this?
It came around when I was 20. When
20
I was,
years old?
Yeah, starting in the university.
Yes.
I was a little bit, let's say, when I was 16, I was tired of my previous background of sports.
It's easy to burn out with that, right?
Yeah. I was just going from one training to another, so
So
there
you really
go, the
see your full
ability was
year. So you'd go from tennis to
running
skiing
and
to-
doing the training there.
Yes.
And school. So yeah, but I think that pays off now. When I started doing triathlon,
Yes.
that's why I was. Each year I was, or let's say in the first year,
Yes.
I was already called in the national team. So it was on my first race when I got it, I won. So then they
First time
decided-
out, you won.
Yeah. So
And
they
was that
decided
more
to
of an
call me.
Olympic format type of race?
It was first duathlon and
Oh,
then
duathlon.
was a triathlon. Yeah.
And was it ITU style triathlon?
Yeah, of course, but then I decided also to race ITU races. So that's my background from the
From the
iconic-
ITU.
Yeah, short races ITU.
So did you have a swim background?
No, not at all. I started
Wow.
swimming when I was 20.
Because the hardest part is swimming is such a technique sport. Most of the people
Yeah.
who are good start when they're 3, 4, 5 years old.
Yeah.
When you first started swimming, were you pretty far back?
Yeah, I mean, I can tell, for the, if you say amateur level, it's okay, but when the professionals are coming, it's a huge margin then.
Yes.
You work out, you get to a certain level, and then it's so hard to get
Yes.
closer and closer to them. So, yeah, but I'm still a little bit struggling with the top guys, but it's okay. As long as I'm coming with the pack, then it's
Yes.
okay.
So was the goal then to try to get to the 2012 Olympics for
Yeah.
triathlon for Slovenia?
Yeah, it was. That was my goal. So that's why I didn't want to hear about long distance. I
No,
just
not until
focused
focus,
on
right?
on the short distance,
Yes.
Olympic distance. So I was very stubborn. Everybody was telling me, "You're so strong on the bike, on the run. You should go to the long distance." So
There's no hurry.
yeah.
There's really no. How old are you now?
I'm 32.
You're a young guy.
Yeah.
So the thing with the long distance, a lot of guys get into it young and then they burn out, right?
Yeah,
You only have a finite amount of great races in your body.
Yeah.
So you did make the Olympic team, or did make the Olympic team for 2012?
I didn't make it. Yeah.
So that led you
but
to go longer.
Yeah, like you said, I think it like this. I studied later on, so you need to have 10 years in this sport to be decent. So
I agree.
I don't feel I missed something, or I'm
No.
just fresh and ready to go on for the next 10 years or at least.
Also, you built a base of speed,
Yeah.
and that speed. A lot of times, people get into the long distance and they don't develop the speed. And it's the way the long distance is now. You have to be fast, swim, bike, and run.
Yeah.
Talk about your first long distance race. What was that?
First long distance. Actually, it was here in Emirates.
Was it?
In the Middle East, I think it was 2011.
Yes.
It was 3K of swim, then it was 200K of bike and 20 run.
Yes.
And well, I finished it. But the story was that I finished like
Yes.
17. It was good.
Yes.
But on the run, I heard on the first 50 meters of a run, I heard a crack. It's like a branch.
No way.
And it was my stress fraction on my left foot. Yeah, yeah,
On your foot.
yeah, and on my foot. And then I was still. I still ran good. Like I ran 1:10 for 20K, so it was good. Or
Wow.
yeah.
But as soon as you finished, you knew.
Oh, I was done, man. The next day, all swollen.
How long was the recovery?
I think I was 6 weeks.
6 weeks recovery.
Yeah, that's how long it takes for this type
Yes.
of injury, and I didn't damage too much, so
That's
that
good.
was good. Yeah.
Now there was a period there where you did what? 3 races in 1 month. Was that 2013?
Yeah, it was 2013, my first pro season. Yeah.
First pro season.
Yeah.
Three long distance races in 1 month.
Exactly. I did Austria.
Yes.
I was third. Then I continued to find these points for the Kona.
Yes.
Next week, I was in Frankfurt European Championship,
Yes.
6th. And 2 weeks after, I was in Switzerland doing the
70.3.
no, the full again.
Wait, were all 3 of these were fulls?
I was third. I was second in Switzerland then.
So you did 3 full Ironman
Yeah.
to try to get to Kona.
Exactly.
And how much time in between those 3 Ironmans? Just a
Like-
few months?
No, it
No,
was 1 week, 1 month.
1 month.
Yeah, like I said, first
3 races.
Yeah,
all
it
3.
was
I said 3 races
first
1 month. I didn't
week,
realize all of them
yeah.
were Ironman.
all of them.
You were a knucklehead, especially
Yeah.
coming off of stress fracture.
Yeah, no. Stress fracture was 2011.
Yeah, but still.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
3 marathons in 3 in a month is not usually what you would
Yeah.
prescribe for
I
somebody.
was just trying. If it works out, it works out. You
Yes.
know, it was for me. The budget was lower that time, so
Yes.
I had to pick the races around the country. So
Yes.
for me it was that, and it paid off.
And you got to Kona.
Yeah, exactly.
And what were your impressions of that first Kona? Was that you were 25th or something there?
Yeah, 27.
27th, your
Yeah.
first time in Kona.
Yeah.
Finishing top 30 as a pro, first
Yeah.
time out. Against the thing about that race is people talk about the wind and the heat, but it's really the field, how deep it is. There's every good guy is there.
Yeah, exactly. And as you know, everybody wants to try the best there. So
course.
you can go very well, or you can miss something and you go very bad, especially in Kona.
And what was
So,
your feeling when you're?
I think also that year and the next year that I went, I struggled with the nutrition
Yes.
because I wanted maybe I cut too much, so my nutrition before the race or my body was already on the low level.
Yes.
So that's why I had problems on the race. And when I look back now, it was this what happened to me. But then I was thinking, is the gels, is the drink on the? Was a lot talking with
Yes.
the guys about the drinks and just on the bike course. But yeah, it takes years, to experience your body and.
And every race is different. I remember Scott Tinley, who was one of the legends of the Ironman, he finished a race at New Zealand where everything went perfectly.
Mhm.
And he came through the finish and I was asking people for a pad and paper or pad and pencil to write down everything he had done and eaten because his race went so well. And did the same thing in the next race and blew up. So learning the nutrition it's an eating and drinking contest, right? It's very difficult to figure out what works, especially as a bigger guy.
Yeah, I agree. And it's also about the feelings, how feeling you get.
Yes.
The feelings, when to push. Should you push or not? Because it makes huge difference on your metabolism. So,
And trying to stay even.
of course,
Rather
with them,
not-
it's a race
yes.
with a pro. If somebody goes, you need to follow. It's not just to finish the race.
Right. Yeah, you're trying to make a living. So how did you end up getting connected with the Bahrain team? Because that's all of a sudden, rather than having to think about trying to make a few dollars, you've
Yeah.
ended up with a great team.
Yeah, it was basically like I was good, so people noticed. And
Yes.
was one friend in Slovenia who works for also in Bahrain for
Yes.
His Highness. So, journalist, and then he got the number, so we got in contact. So I'm really thankful for the
How has that helped
the
you,
opportunity.
being part of this team?
Oh, really nice. And I got to get to know more about His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin
Yes.
Hamad Al Khalifa. So he helped me, and he's a really great guy. Well, opportunity like that, it doesn't come every day. So I took full advantage and tried to do my best every day for
So when you moved from the ITU races
Yeah.
to this longer races, all of a sudden the bike mattered more, right? You're a strong cyclist.
Yeah.
In fact, it's windy out here. You're going, bring it on. I want more wind, right? This is a strong person's type of day when the wind is like this. Did it hit you right away after you went from Olympic format to longer that this is better for me?
Yeah, I noticed on the first race actually.
Yeah.
It felt for me because on ITU you get every corner out as much as you can to be there. Especially me, I was coming back from the swim, so I had to chase all them down. nobody wanted to work with me. You
No,
know, they
no.
see me, they'd rather stay in the back. So
You're a good person to draft behind.
yeah, exactly.
You're a human wall.
Exactly. So the first race felt like, wow, what's that? It's that aerobic practice.
Yes.
Easy, right?
Yeah.
On the long course, you just need to go a little bit back, and then I was holding for the whole time. So really, the bike was something I really enjoyed on the first race, and not so much the run after, because
Yes.
you need time to adapt. So
How hard has it been being a bigger guy, running well? Because you're running against guys who've been doing this a long time, Jan Frodeno, and these are 111 half marathoners, right? And
Yeah.
to really have the ability to run sub 240 off the bike. How hard has that been for you? Because when you run, that's a lot of pounding on your body.
yeah. But I would let's say disagree with you.
Good.
Look at Jan Frodeno.
He's a
We
big
are
guy.
We are same height.
Yes.
And he's doing it well.
Andy Potts, he's a big guy.
And I just last year I ran 2:43 on the marathon, so
See?
that's the best time I had, and it's my PB, and it's very good. And I did some testing now, and
Yes.
it's exactly what they said. It's for a bigger guy to get so economical. That's very good.
So you are very economical. So you did
Yeah.
VO2 max testing and the rest of it, and they said that you're very efficient the way you run.
I was in the Red Bull training center
Yes.
in Salzburg.
Yes.
I'm also now getting the sponsor from Red Bull.
There you go.
So yeah, they measured me and they said it's the numbers are there.
I love it.
Yeah.
So looking forward to tomorrow, the kickoff of the Triple Crown. With the weather we have now, you are smiling. You're a pretty happy guy.
Bring it on. More weather. I think it's gonna pick it up. The wind.
The wind's going to be even more.
Oh yeah.
I love that. David, really a pleasure to get to meet you. And what will your season look like? What are your plans are for this year? Go back to Kona?
Of course. It's really nice. My standings now from the last year win and
Yes.
good result from Bahrain. And now I'm currently 15, I think, in the world. So I want to get in the first round. That's end of July, the first pickup
Yes.
for the athletes. So I don't have trouble with the second
Yes.
round. And my really goal is now in South Africa, and later on in end of June in Ironman Austria, and
Yes.
then Kona. And in the meantime, I will be doing the halves.
Yes.
Half Ironmans.
Keep the speed.
Keep the speed, and now it's gonna be 2 Ironmans in a year or 3, not 3 in 1 month.
1 month. You're a crazy man. And what did it mean to you to win Ironman Barcelona?
Oh, it was like they say, like the sign or it's anything is possible.
Yes.
You know, I was always there. I was many times second, third.
Yes.
Never got that win, and really meant a lot because I was coming from behind, and I was pacing good.
Yes.
So
When
I
did
just
you take
stuck
the
to
lead?
my plan.
When did you take the lead?
Last 10K, but you would not believe or not, but after 10K of run,
Uh-huh.
or when I started to run, I was 10 minutes back of the.
Really?
Yeah, or more. And then when I started running after 5K, I knew I'm gonna win that day.
You did?
Yeah, I
You
felt
just
so
felt
good.
it. You
Yeah.
felt that.
Yeah, and then 10K to go, I was in the lead, and I tried to go under 8 hours. My time was 8 hour 02.
Yes.
So I want to broke that because I went twice 8:02 in Austria and in Barcelona. So nah,
When I meet
next year maybe.
When I meet athletes who
Or this-
start with no swimming background and at the age of 20 get into the sport and have the success you've had, that's really impressive. And it shows the fact you got into it so late means that you got a lot of years in front of you. Don't you think?
Yeah, I agree. And everything seems to be that way. It's leading that way. So
Love it. David, thank you so much for taking time.
no problem. Thank you.
All right. Again, this is Breakfast with Bob. We are at Ironman 70.3 Dubai. Hold on, everyone. We will be right back.